Hey guys, welcome back to another Garten Banban video. Today is going to work a little bit differently than my other videos. As you know, a couple days ago, I did this big post that got 20 views. Yeah, thank you guys so much for those 20 views. I can't exclaim enough how much that meant to me. But today we're going to be talking about the lore a bit. And well, yeah, we got a big theory today. Okay. And in the background you can watch me play Garten Banban. But I'm not gonna go into the final segment. Yeah. Okay, sorry. This is future me. So the Garten Banban 2 video. Yeah, that's I'm trying to get that out by Wednesday. I'm really sorry about this. We've had so many technical difficulties with that. Some weird stuff happened, and yeah. So it's not out yet, but trust me, I am working on it. 1 second, let me transcend scripts back to my original recording. So yes, you're probably wondering what we're going to talk about today, and that's actually something from this title, and it's the boarding passes. Now, I'm not showing one on screen right now. We probably have seen it if you've watched somebody else play Garten Banban, probably Fusion Z Gamer, because he did show the boarding pass. Now, why this is important is actually you have to dig into the second game's lore, which after the second game, I'm probably going to do the full lore that we know so far video. But judging by how my video right now is gone, not sure what that's going to be. So, moving on from that, why the passports I think are important is actually pretty simple. Why they're important is I think if you look at the notes from the second game, which I have, there are the notes about these cases, specifically Banban, and everyone else. Oh wait, here's a note right here. Oh, stickers. I thought that was a boarding pass. Dang it, I wanted to show it on screen for the rest of the video. Moving on from that embarrassing moment. And if you play through the entire game, you've probably seen a boarding pass, and what they are is a little deeper in the lore than you expect. What you think you're gonna find. So as I was saying, they have the cases, which are the creatures that we see throughout the two games, and they say not ready for presentation, not ready for presentation. But the boarding pass that we do find in Garten Banban says case present case. Now either they did finish a case, or it's somebody else. Now that's the lore of the boarding pass, and I feel like that's kind of what the game is going in. We're going back in time to see how this all happened and stuff like that. Now, I feel like in future chapters we're definitely going to learn more about this, but for now, that's pretty much all I really got, is that eventually we're going to end up at the beginning of how they discovered Javanium, which is something that they talk about in the second game. They don't talk about, I don't think, at all in the first game, which hopefully the third game clears up some more stuff for that. And so, yeah, that's pretty much the lore of the boarding passes. But there was also something I mentioned. Which case is ready for presentation? Well, I feel like we can already rule out Banban and in what they talk about as the original six characters. So the 6 I don't think are ready. I feel like our most likely candidate that we don't get a note about is either Sheriff Toadster, which was deleted after a while, or the other best bet would be Nab, which is again in the second game. And yes, I know the boarding pass is in this room. I just don't have the key card yet. So moving on, I feel like that's kind of the lore of it all, is that they were going to present something, but something went wrong beforehand, and that's why the boarding passes are still here. That's something that I feel like a lot of people would argue, is if they were ready for presentation, why are they still here? Well, again, like I just said, something must have happened in between. They either revolted or something, and because nobody's here now and we don't know why. They clearly left after something escaped, but we don't know who that is yet. So in complete fairness, I have no idea what's going on here or what's happened, but Matt Pat has done a theory about this, so that's kind of my job now, is apparently to solve the lore of Garten of Banban. Again, I'm not a professional, so. I'm not a professional, and I feel like that's kind of where I gotta leave it here. Is just that. Is that that's kind of the lore of the boarding passes and why they're part of the game. Is because they're all like, we're going progressively back in time throughout the game. As we go progressively backward as we see, well, not like literally, but in the notes in the lore of the game, that's kind of what I think that we're seeing here. Is that we're going kind of back in time, but also kind of not. Is that we're, in lore-wise, they're telling us the stories going backwards all the way to the beginning, which I don't know when that's going to be. So otherwise, I feel like that's where I'm going to leave it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful Garten of Banban day. Remember, hopefully this Wednesday, we'll try to get those videos out. Those Garten of Banban 2 videos. I know I've said they're coming. They are coming eventually. I'm sorry. So that's where I'm going to leave it for this video. Thank you guys all so much, and I'll see you next time.